Hello Stadian and welcome for a video. I'm gonna show you how to fix Stadia to make it nice and easy to play games. So if you're like me and play on PC and have an Nvidia card and have Stadia Pro, and you can play 4K, so you want to play 4K and you found it was like stuttery or had the issue with like the quality of the picture, I'm here to help you out. So that being said, it's for Nvidia graphic card. I'll be using the Nvidia software for that to show you how to fix it. But if you have AMD graphic card, it might be very close to similar. So that being said, let's jump right into it. Alright, as you can see, I have the Stadia app installed. So it's basically Chrome. It just has an app. It's opening on its own window. Just to show you, I have the settings set for performance on 4K. And also I use Stadia Enhance, which is an extension for Chrome. Amazing extension, love it. If you go under here on the stream, you can decide to force it on VP9, which is a codec used for 4K, and also force the resolution at 2160. I'm just gonna do that because if I don't do that, it's gonna revert back to 1080p for some reason. But like usually after the fix, it's staying 4K. So we're gonna start the game and we'll see the stats. So one thing with Stadia Enhance is giving you some information like FPS, resolution, the type of encoding, and the decoding time. So the main thing we're going to talk about tonight is the decoding time. So basically, because we're streaming a picture to our screen, it has to take the compressed image and decode it to put a full image as we see on the screen. So one thing we're going to do, we're going to open Stream Monitor. As you can see right from the start, my connection, say it's like not well. My connection, I actually use a fiber. It's with Bell here in Canada, and it's basically I get 500 megabytes up and 500 megabytes down. So just to show you, it's currently doesn't want to give me the resolution I want, and there we are. So now, as you can see on the top right, I'll click here. So on the top right here, we add the resolution. So we currently at 4K, so 3840 by 2160. Hardware decoding, it's using hardware VP9, sorry, the codec. And FPS is staying at around 60. As you can see here, my decoding time is staying around 9. I found usually if it goes a little bit higher, I will start getting lags or having issue or anything like that. So I'm just gonna move with one of the character. If you look at the decoding time, it will fluctuate. Usually if I go do any activity, if we go, let's say on Tron World, let's load it out. I can always see some of the image being like not that great. This is gonna sometimes come up and tell me the connection is not great when I have like a super good connection. As you can see the latency there in the bottom left. Right here I got 9 milliseconds, 69 milliseconds. It vary, but mostly stay very low. That's actually great for like connection. So I never understood why I had like lag or anything like that. You're not gonna necessarily see it, but I'll feel it more because right now I play with the mouse and keyboard. I'll feel it in the movement, having some sort of delay in the mouse, and when I'm doing some action, sometimes you'll see some stutter or some other issue. Let's turn off this a little bit. Yes. There we go. So yeah, and then sometime my decoding time is gonna raise up to about 11, 12, and 14, 16. When it gets to that point, it's laggy, the FPS drop, and I don't know why, but it doesn't like it. It's like the graphic card is having difficulty to decode the codec, which is quite funny because I have a 3060 RTX, which is a great graphic card. I can run games on PC very well. As you can see now, my decoding time has raised up to about 10.5, and you'll start seeing some stutter. Sometime we'll get to the point where like you will see a lot of pixel coming up, and then the my connection will come and say the connection is not excellent, it's in the red, and I'm like, what the hell is happening, right? Right now it's not gonna want to show it to us because I'm running a test, but if I play for a long period of time, I'll notice it more. Alright, so we're back on the main screen. I moved my picture on the top right because I want to show you what's coming in the bottom right. So what we're going to do from here, we're going to open the Nvidia Control Panel by double clicking the Nvidia icon in the bottom right here, or you can also right click and open the Nvidia Control Panel. You want to go under Manage 3D Settings, in which you're going to have the global settings and the program settings. We're going to go under Program Settings. From there, we're going to have the Google Chrome. You can choose the software you want to use. In this case, is Google Chrome. If you don't see it automatically, just do the drop down, find it, and select it. From there, within the settings here, I play around with it and try to identify what was causing the issue, the decoding time to go so high on 4K. One other thing I noticed is like the vertical sync. I noticed that the vertical sync, if I turn it off completely, it will stop the lagging. The decoding time will decrease drastically to the point where it's like amazing. But the main issue is that vertical sync is that you will have those stairs in the center of the screen, like the picture wasn't connected properly. So you don't want to turn it completely off. So basically, one of the things you want to change is under low latency mode, you want to change it to ultra. All right, and then moving on, under the OpenGL rendering GPU, you want to go on auto select, which is already selected on that. Then power management mode, I'm change it to prefer maximum performance. Then moving on under texture filtering, you want it on. Moving on, under the texture quality, I went with high performance. And automatically it will turn on the texture filtering, Trilinear optimization. And then under vertical sync, you want to leave it on use 3D application setting, which is a global setting technically. Then when this is complete, that's all that you need to do. So again, low latency mode on ultra, the OpenGL on auto select, unless it's not on use global setting, or you can actually go auto select here. And then like the power management on performance, the texture filtering, and Anisotropic, I cannot say that name. Anisotropic sample option is on. Then the quality is on high performance. The Trilinear optimization is on. And then the vertical sync is on use 3D application settings. When this is complete, you click apply. And then it's going to be applying to the Chrome browser. So after you apply the settings into your Nvidia Control Panel, one thing I will suggest is to restart your computer. Like this, it's going to force Google Chrome to get those settings applied. Like for me, I use the app for Stadia, and because it's kind of like a separate Chrome window, I feel like sometimes the application, the settings I apply don't necessarily take into effect until I restart the computer. So alright, so we're back on Stadia here. So as you can see, I still maintain my settings on 4K, and also here I'll keep it on automatic and native. It will automatically go on 4K, and that's after all the change within the settings. So the main thing we're going to look at is the decoding time, because the decoding time is going to do a massive difference, and it's going to remove that lag, that latency issue within your mouse if you're using mouse. I went back to play on controller just because I noticed with the aim assist for Destiny 2 it's a little bit easier. I don't know if like it make a big difference, but I switch back and forth, right? So as you can see here, we're going to open the stream monitor just to get the detail. So latency is still like quite low at 5 milliseconds. If you look, my codec is hardware VP9, resolution is 4K, FPS is fluctuating, mainly staying around 60. The decoding time, it's staying below 5 milliseconds, which is amazing. Everything's gonna run great. You're not gonna get those pixelated moment or anything like that. I know it's hard to tell because I'm currently recording on 1080p, but the overall thing you will see it's gonna run smoothly. Let's go back to Savatun Throne World. I know I loaded with a different character, but it doesn't really matter. You can see how much data it's going through also within the network, but latency is staying pretty good. FPS and everything. Decoding time, if it's that low, it's a great thing. If it's going even lower, then that's even better. So I noticed that I had some issue before, and by doing that, fixed all my issues. It's same with Rudix. He also got Stadia to try to help him out. He couldn't figure it out, and in 5 minutes, I fixed his issue with this. So as you can see, I'm running around. I don't notice any lag within the controller, and I found it's running perfectly. So it could be just that issue, right? But like, I feel like I got better control on the mouse if, like, just playing around. I found a massive difference, and it's kind of weird. It's like the decoding time, but the FPS is gonna stay the same, or like, you know, the gameplay is gonna be the same. It just like, for some reason Stadia doesn't notice it, or the app on Stadia doesn't notice that there's some issue. So it's quite interesting. Wow, that gun is amazing. But yeah, as you can see, I don't have any issue. I noticed it more before, but now it's quite great. I can get my headshot easily and get my bolt shot. Pretty amazing. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing with other games around there. I don't think it's only for Destiny 2, but I think it's for all Stadia games that play on 4K. You might see a difference. But in this case, I'm using Destiny 2 because that's one of the games I play the most. And it's also like playing on 4K 60 FPS. I can't wait to see Stadia coming out on 120 FPS. You keep looking at my decoding time, even went lower, which is amazing. So yeah, try that right now and see how it's like, because I can tell you, it's pretty amazing to see the big difference with that. Just changing slight setting within the Chrome on the Nvidia settings or control panel. So this is a quite quick video. The main thing you want to see is like changing those settings and looking at the difference. If you can install the extension Stadia Enhance, which is a great thing. Keep updating with like fixing some feature and adding more feature. So like go get it and look at those decoding time, because other than that there's no other way to identify the difference other than the gameplay. So if you just change those settings and try it out and you see a difference, good for you. Well, if you have an AMD graphic card, I'm pretty sure you can find the similar settings, change those little detail and try it out. If you don't have an issue with AMD graphic card, then keep it as it is. Look at this decoding time because it's a big thing now. I feel that's going to change a lot of things. If you're a Stadia developer and you're seeing this video, please share the word and pass it along. But I found this fixed a lot of my issue and fixed Rudix issue. And I hope you like the video. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe to help the channel, and hopefully we can post more video like this. Hopefully that helped. And yeah, we'll see you next time on one of our videos. So take care and see you in the cloud.